you. I want you to like this page and share it because this is Passover, right? And so a lot of people are recognizing that, but also a lot of people are looking at things that they've been allowing to lie within them dormant and that they have not activated. And so one of the things I realized at 78 seemed like time has picked up speed. Would you like this page and share it? Like it and share it. Because I have a commitment to do something that TD Jakes said. There's no success without you being able to train people who will replace you. Virtually is what he was saying. No success without successors. And so April the 14th and the 15th, I'm doing this training, and it's going to be very intimate. If you have an interest, if you have a story, if you are ready to take it serious, to do something with this story that you have, this story that's in you. When you look at all the stuff that's going on right now, your voice is needed. And we will vet you. If you go to lesbrown.com, we don't even have an address where we're having the training because it's exclusive. And we don't want people just rolling up in there. This is a time where you have to be very guarded in what you're doing and how you approach things, because this is a different space. But I've been watching and observing others out here. And one of the things I know, there's enough for everybody. There's 8 billion people on the planet. But I'm going to share something with you that made a difference. You see Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. Now, millenniums don't know anything about Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. Dr. Norman Vincent Peale wrote the book, The Power of Positive Thinking. And I had the opportunity to open for him. Someone told him, we heard this guy, Les Brown, and you should bring him in to speak. And so what happened was that they had a choice of Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar. They had a choice of Jim Rohn and Dr. Dennis Waitley and different other speakers. And he said, hey, I listened to this presentation by this guy, and bring him in. And so they had me to open for it. And I want you to take some notes on something. You want to have a compelling speech. I became known before Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all the other platforms because I developed a skill. I was coached on it, on how to create an experience with an audience that will transform them individually and collectively. And at this stage of my life, at 78, it's time to pass the torch. And what really got me in this thinking, one of my grandchildren, she's in class in Columbus, Ohio, where I used to be a disc jockey and a state legislator many, many years ago before she was born. And they played one of my motivational messages. And she texted me and she said, Papa, they are playing one of your motivational messages. And she was so amazed and proud. But most importantly, what I realized, that my grandchildren, they know about me, but they really don't know me. And I thought about that. And my goal at this stage of my life is to die a life of no regrets. And the lady who was working in hospice, she said the people that she was working with, that when they were on the way out, they talked about the things they regretted, that they did not spend enough time with people that they love and who they felt loved them. And I wish I'd had my grandchildren first because they love Papa. I'm just kidding, but I'm serious. And so I'm pulling back. I do selective, intimate things, but I miss it. I got to tell you, I miss being in the room. So let me share with you the benefit of coming to my seminar versus others. So you got a choice because there's enough for everybody. If you want to learn how to develop and create a compelling message that you become known for, nationally and internationally. And I want to inject a quote in here by indigenous people, the indigenous culture. You don't get to talk about something that you have not done. A lot of people see me as a legend. A lot of people know that I've been speaking since they were children, little teeny weenies. I've been doing this for 52 years. And I'm known nationally and internationally. And at the time that I became recognized in this space, there was no one who looked like me. So I had to learn how to do it against all odds in a culture that's designed to destroy your sense of self, to take away your sense of purpose and direction, and systems put in place to deny you. That's why the title of my book is called You Gotta Be Hungry. And so my goal is to teach people how to become unstoppable. If you see what's going on in Tennessee and different other states, that there are active efforts 24/7 of political leaders working day and night unapologetically to hold you back. I mean, they have no apologies, no conscience. They're just determined. I'm looking for people who are determined, who are hungry, who have a voice, who want to make a difference, who want to activate the greatness in people. Evil prevails when good men and women do nothing. And so this is a time, all hands on deck. There's some people I'm going to reach, but there's some people you're going to reach because of your story, because of your experiences, because of what you've gone through. So who is this for, this training that I'm doing? It's for people that want to make a difference, that want to make an impact, that want to influence people, that want to activate the greatness in people, to work to improve the quality of their lives and to live a life that will outlive them. Who is this for? If you're involved in real estate, finance, multi-level marketing, your ability to tell your story about your products, about your business, about your expertise, your ability to develop strategic relationships with people that are potential partners with you. That's who it's for. If you want to grow your business, that's who it's for. Because you are the storyteller for your business, for your knowledge, for your expertise. I've trained doctors, lawyers, engineers, people from all walks of life, all professions, Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 50 companies. I get paid to speak. So if you want to get paid to speak, you want to know what is the value that you need to bring that allow you to get paid to speak rather than just trying to get on stage and look out at the audience in a public seminar and just see them as transactions. You want to see them as individuals and candidates for the transformation that you can take them through that will allow them to experience and produce a different reality for themselves. And that's what I do. If that's not where you are, and your goal is just to come out here and speak to make some money, fine, good. I'm not your guy. And say I got the Midas touch because I don't touch everything. So when Dr. Norman Vincent Peale put his arms around me and said he has a special gift, that was a game changer. That was a game changer. You want to become known? Many of these people out here won't tell you who's in this space promoting. You want to create a connection with somebody that's known. That's a no-brainer. Let me see the next slide. Bonita, you took down Dr. Peel while I was talking about him. What happened? Greetings from Cancun. Thank you. Thank you, Alice.
It's coming back up. It's coming back up. I'm not sure how I didn't take it down, sir. It's the connection, but it's coming back up.
Okay. Yes, that's a wonderful thing. Yes, so I'd like to know if people have any questions. Very good, sir. Called Valerie Parker, and let me give you her number. 954-464-6537. 954-464-6537. Valerie Parker. I want to continue on speaking on who is this seminar for? Speak to the world. If you have been doing something for quite a while and you're ready to do something else, it's for you. It's for you. You're ready to turn the page and start a new chapter. It's for you. There's several things that's important to make it today. A lot of people are intimidated by Chat GPT. Well, let me share this. When you can communicate, it makes you invincible. The G stands for growth mindset. You want to continue to grow, to stay ahead of technology. It's artificial, but you are real. That's number one. And so you want to find something that's you, something that you love so much that you do it for nothing, but you do it so well that people will pay you to do it. And the P stands for passion. Find something that's in your heart. There, you will find the answer to what this next chapter look for you, what it looks like. And don't ask yourself how I'm going to do it. You get stuck there. I was talking to two individuals I was working with, and he told me a very good lesson. I asked one, can we do this? What you see right now? And he said within 6 seconds, no, we can't do it. But the other person on the phone that I was talking to said, we'll figure it out. This is what you have to do today. You got to be hungry. You got to figure it out. There are things going to be put in place to stop you. You have to figure it out. I had to figure out, how do I develop a speech, a message, and have the versatility and flexibility to speak for AT&T, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's Corporation, General Electric, IBM, Xerox. How do I speak in such a way to call attention to myself that somebody that's seen as a legend, as the founder of personal development training, will request that I come and open for him, in spite of the 3,000 members of the National Speakers Association, in spite of Zig Ziglar, see you at the top, Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, he called Les Brown, in spite of Jim Rohn. And when the end comes for you, let it find you conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one. In spite of all the people that were out here, Tony Robbins, personal power with his multi-million-dollar campaign, called me. Why? Because he heard a message that I gave and it resonated with him. A message that I gave that I didn't even know I had the ability to do. So Mike Williams, who's been my coach for 52 years, he coached me on how to deliver this message. You can't read the label when you're locked in the box. So the reason I'm showing you this picture, borrowed credibility, I want you to write this down. You need to put in the time, you need to put in the effort, you need borrowed credibility that shortens your learning curve, but most importantly, that creates instant credibility, expands your audience, and allow you to be able to make a greater impact. That's what you want to do. And Dr. Peel, boy, he was a great speaker. The original name of the book, The Power of Positive Thinking, was The Power of Faith. And the publisher that he approached said, no, it's religious, only impact 15% of the population. We're not interested. And he threw the manuscript away. His wife came home, found it in the trash can, and she called a friend of hers whose husband was a publisher in New York and said, would you have your husband look at this? He did. And he said, hey, it's a good book. Words matter, ladies and gentlemen. And said he talks a lot about positive thinking. Tell him if he changed it to the power of positive thinking as opposed to faith, we'll publish it. And he did. And the rest is history. Words matter. I was talking to someone that I'll see in the next 2 weeks. She's speaking on a platform, and some people that she is speaking for told her, here's what we want you to take out of your speech. Now she's working with another coach, and it's interesting how Janelle told me that there are people who hire people because they like them who can do nothing to help them. And I stopped her from destroying her career. The person that she'd hired didn't know enough to tell her this is not a good thing. They took some things out of her speech and say, just focus on this one area of your speech, on this story. And that story represented their political position, which would cost her to literally sabotage her career and create a self-inflicted wound because she didn't know what they were doing, how they were manipulating her for their cause. And that was not what her interest was. That was not what she was looking for. That's not what she wanted to do. And so right now, you got to have people surround you who know more than you. People who have knowledge, wisdom. I can, as Donna Lawrence and DeAndrea would say, save you from yourself. It's interesting. There's a decorum, there's a standard. Don't look past and don't look for trying to take a shortcut. Hold yourself to a higher standard. So I was appreciative. There were speakers bureaus that did not have a Black motivational speaker in their catalog. And Dr. Pills asked me when I was backstage with him, why aren't you in the catalog of the various speakers bureaus? And they said, oh, your fee is too low, $5,000. I said, well, I'm just starting. And so he said, I'll talk to you in a few days. He didn't call me in a few days, but these speakers bureaus called me. You know what they said? Who are you? I said, Les Brown. Well, Dr. Norman Vincent Peale said if he's going to be in our catalog, we got to put you in the catalog too. Are you serious? Yeah. Wait a minute, man. You guys say I need to charge a minimum of $5,000. I'm not there yet. They said it's okay. We'll give you a pass. Because of Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, I believe in angels. When you have a goal and dream, you come out here, you do what you can do, and God will do what you can't do. I want you to ask me some questions. But for those of you that got a story, ready to invest in yourself, ready to do the work, if you have a passion for changing lives, if you like to learn how to monetize your story, and it's easier now than ever before. I made my first $1 million within 3 years without Twitter and LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and all these other platforms out here. The energy the passion, speaking to the hearts of people individually and collectively. That's where the power is. That's where it is. Not all these gimmicks in technology. Don't be intimidated by it. It's not the first time we've seen technology come in and replace jobs. When the automobile industry was automated in Detroit, a lot of people lost their jobs, but new economies came about. I used to work in a bowling alley. People knocked the bowling pins down, we'd jump down and we straighten the pins up. Then somebody invented electronic trade that will pick the pins up. That eliminated our jobs. Primary job that girls used to have when I was in high school, 1963, 64, 65, operators. That's been automated. Information callers, that's been automated. Automation has always been here. They're talking about automating all types of things now, but that will produce new industries. This is a time for innovators, people who are created, who've been created to be creators. And if you can speak, that gives you a leg up. Oh boy. So if that's you, I don't want everybody. We want a small group. If you're ready, and you say, well, I don't have the money. You do have the money. You don't need to be doing it if you're not resourceful. How are you going to teach people to go beyond their comfort zone and you're not willing to do it? And we got financing for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the difference between a gift and a talent. I'm so glad you asked that question. I've been wondering about that myself. A gift is something that's just in you. A talent you can develop and do it in above average way. My ability to speak, I see it as a combination of a gift and talent, because I read, I study. Even now at 78, I'm still engaged. I have the gift of training and bringing out a person's story. I can listen to snippets of their story and play it back in my mind and for them, and it's like it's my story. But I put in years of work to be able to do that because I love it. I poured and paid more attention to learning how to tell a story, to learning how to synthesize words, to learn how to bring emotion and texture and humor and quotes and statistics in a story, to drive it deeper into the heart, to ignite the spirit of courage, to motivate people to pursue their dreams, to walk by faith and not by sight. It's become my magnificent obsession for years. My goal was not just to be a speaker. My goal was not to be the Black speaker. No, I wanted to speak to the world. And that's who I want to train you to speak to. Just because you're good in one area don't mean that you can't speak in some other area. And you got to be fired up about your life. You got to be hungry. What do you mean by that? People that are hungry are relentless. People that are hungry know you're going to, whatever you want to do, you're going to get some pushback. You're going to have some failures. It's going to take some time to figure this thing out. It's going to take some time to establish yourself, to become so good that people can't ignore you. You're going to face a lot of defeats and setbacks and failures. It's part of the process. I used to bathe on the floor in the Penobscot Village. How'd you keep going? How did you keep bathing in the sink and sleeping on the floor? Because of that lady right there, Mamie Brown. Mamie Brown, that's who. She adopted us. I told her, Mama, when I become a man, I'm going to take care of you. Nietzsche said, if you know the why for living, you can endure almost anyhow. What drives you? I'm sure I went through some tough times, but I didn't pay attention to those. I was too focused on the goal that I was going to earn enough money to take care of mama. I said, when you get older, she adopted 7 children. I was among those with my twin brother. When you get older, I want to be able to be in a position to do more than just pray for you. I want to take care of you, mama. She said, oh, Leslie, you don't have to do that. I said, you didn't have to do what you did too, but you did. I appreciate it. You know, there's always one in a family. I'm that one. I'm that one. Let me see. Bring up the next slide, please. Benita? No, the other slide. You had more than 2. Oh, you only got the 2, Benita?
Yes, the other 2 are still being edited. Yes, these are the only 2 that
This is the only 2 you have? Okay, but don't switch no more. Okay, Nita Boo? Thank you very kindly.
So we have another question. Where's the seminar located and what are the dates?
Okay, the dates of April the 14th and 15th, and I'm not going to tell you where it's located. You have to call Dr. Valerie Parker after you've been vetted, and she tell you what's required. Then you will know that. And her number is 954-464-6537. 954-464-6537. Benita, put that on the screen, please. I'm sure you have the capability of doing that. Next question, please.
Lonzo said he's ready to enroll. Can you say the number one more time for me?
464 6537.
6537. All right, I'll add that to the screen now. And
thank you.
Can you give me the full name, Dr. Valerie?
Dr. Valerie Parker.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Any other question, please? Brand up.
He wants to know your role in your program.
Say it again.
He wants to know how he can enroll in your coaching program.
I just gave you the instructions for that. Valerie Parker does the enrollment. That's below my pay grade.
Oh, that's the same as the seminar also?
Absolutely. Yes, she knows everything. She manages my training and my schedule and my one-on-ones as well as my group trainings. She does that. So I get to do what I do best. That is speak and train.
Okay, sounds great. Those are all of the the question. One next question is this training in person only or will it be virtual?
I will be doing it in person and people can tune in virtually. But I'll be doing it in person and they can tune in virtually. And they're going to learn some things from a place of knowing. I talk from what has worked, how I got here. What set me apart from the other speakers? They were giving out information from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. All of them. Bob Proctor, my very good friend. Zig Ziglar, see you at the top. All of them, everybody saw Think and Grow Rich as the Bible of self-development. If information can change people, everybody would be skinny, rich, and happy. Today, people can Google information about anything. They're not going to bring you into corporations and pay you to deliver a speech containing information that they already have access to. The skill that you need to be able to speak to the world is to learn how to use stories, business stories, to transform and impact an audience that will allow them to see themselves differently. You will learn how to speak to the heart of an audience. Chat GPT does not have a heart. They can duplicate your face and your voice, but people can feel it. You want to speak in a way that people that don't just hear you, but they feel you, they experience you. That's how the speakers that I've trained, Dr. Shirley Davis, who just won the Golden Gavel Award from Toastmasters, over 300,000 members. I won that award, and she's one of my former students, and she won it. It allows you to become like a Gloria Banks, who was the #1 Mary Kay entrepreneur, and she still speaks and is a global entrepreneur. Johnny Wimbrey, who wrote the book from I love it, From the Hood to Doing Good. I wrote the foreword for that. Ed Blunt, who's dynamic, powerful, the Blunt principles. That the ability, coaching. When you look at Serena Williams, everybody knows she's dominant, one of the most dominant tennis players in the history of tennis. But she never goes out on the court without her coach. And so for what you want to do now is, and I didn't even know at the time, I was just starting out in this space at 37. But you know what? I still look good at 78. Come on now. Y'all know it. Come on. Don't hate, celebrate. Come on. Don't come for me. I didn't call for an Uber. I still got my head. I got head covering. Look here. Look here. Look here. I still look a lot like myself there. Yes, I do. Yes. I know y'all say he just is crazy, honey. I get up early. I know I was going to talk to you all day. I got out here covered this mascara. I said, the guy said, come on, what? So gray over here? Okay, a little bit of gray over there. Uh-huh. Yeah. Homie don't play no gray. Oh, Daddy, you look distinguished with your gray hair. Do you recall me asking you what is it I need to do to look distinguished? You got too much dip on your chip. Don't come for me. No. I went to this movie premiere, The Butter Hat, and I had my hat. Get my hat. Where did you get my hat out back there? I had my hat. I had my outfit. I have shoes that have a red bottom. You know, red is my favorite color. I did not know my birth mother's favorite color too. So I was coming up in there, and it was the premiere of her movie, and she and her husband, Terrence, the chef, they starred in it. It's really great. And so I was thinking about how I was going to come up in there. Yeah, yeah, that one there. So this is how I came up in there. So I had, I know Redmond like this. I came up in there, you know, and I with my little red bottom shoes and everything, and I was cool now. Come on, don't listen to me. Listen to me up in here, up in here. Everybody, I can hear him say, "There go Les Brown." Mamie Brown's baby boy is in the house. Yes, I am. Life is for living, for laughing, for loving, for enjoying. So the value you're going to get out of here, you're going to develop some new relationships with people that's going in your direction. All right? You're going to laugh a lot. You're going to learn a lot. And you're going to grow mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Your skill set to be able to be a dominant factor in your niche. If that's what you want, I'm your guy. If you want to learn how to tell your story and create an experience with your story that will transform people's lives, I'm your guy. If you want to learn how to be so impactful with your story that people want to pay for your story and teach you the versatility and flexibility on how you can use your story in any industry, I'm your guy. But if you just want to go out here and speak to so you can make some quick money to line your pockets, go with the people that do that for you. I'm not that person. No, no. And you can't get me no Kmart special. Don't be calling about, do y'all have any scholarships? Is it free? No, it's a business. Between now and 2025, the self-development industry will be $1 billion a day. Are you kidding me? You want to go into business? You want to go to McDonald's and ask them, will they fund your business, fund your dream? How are you going to teach people how to live their dreams if you have not learned how to live your own dream and make it happen? You don't teach what you don't know, and you don't lead where you don't go. Yeah. So ask me another question, because I'm ready to go out. I'm going for my walk today here in that hot Atlanta. Oh, I'm so excited about the training that we're going to do. It's going to be the last one I do like this. The rest of them will be virtual. Yeah, I take the virus seriously. So I want to warn you, might ask for a snapshot, not only after we vet you, but there's one other clearing. I told Valerie to get a picture of your ears. You have big ears? I'm sorry. I'm scared of the monkeypox. I know this is not politically correct. I'm just playing, but I'm serious. You know, y'all are so crazy to be watching. I'm going now. Okay. All right. All right. Bye-bye. 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 Yes, yes, yes. I'm looking forward to you. I can't wait to get in there. I'm going to teach y'all some stuff up in here. You're going to mesmerize an audience. You will have them on the edge of their seat. They'll be laughing in their tears. You will take them to a place in themselves that they will be shocked at what they can do as a result of being in your presence. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Pill, for your endorsement. As a result of him endorsing me, he opened the door for me with speakers bureaus who would not put me in their Cadillac, in their catalog, or their Cadillac, because of my paint job. To God be the glory. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. If you're interested, go to lesbrown.com. Go to lesbrown.com, read about the seminar, and reach out to Valerie Parker. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye-bye.